Okay, more on the geography of religion. This time, universalizing religions. Remember, a universalizing religion is this. The followers attempt to have a global appeal, and they're unconcerned with ethnicity, or for that matter, geographical location, and they require the adherents to convert the world to their religion. Now, how strong that push is depends on the religion and the time frame in terms of overall human history. The way they convert people, or the way the message is spread, is generally through missionaries. And these are individuals who spread the message and the tenets of a universalizing religion with the hopes of acquiring new converts. Probably the most famous of these in history was St. Paul, because he spread Christianity in the first century throughout the Roman world. We're going to start with Christianity, not for any particular reason. I don't want to get into any arguments with people. I'm just starting with Christianity. So this is the religion in which Jesus of Nazareth is the Christ or Messiah spoken of by the Jewish prophets. The holy scriptures of Christianity are contained within the Bible, which has really two parts, an Old Testament and a New Testament. And this is the largest religion in terms of followers on earth, or version of religions. It's monotheistic. It originated in the Middle East about 2,000 years ago, and it has three main branches. Those three main branches are Catholicism, Orthodoxy or Eastern Orthodoxy, and Protestantism. Now, there are some other branches, but these are the three main branches. This is Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper painting in Milan, Italy. You can go see it, just like I went to see it. It's one of the huge events in Christianity that da Vinci is depicting here. This is the global distribution of Christianity. Notice it is basically the most widely distributed religion in the world. Essentially, the only place where it doesn't really dominate is that area I just circled, with the exception, of course, of the Philippines, which is right there, which is primarily a version of Christianity. Next up, we have Islam. This is the religion in which Muhammad is the main prophet and Allah is God. It was founded in the 7th century AD, so about 1400 or so years ago. The holy scriptures of Islam are contained in the Quran, which is spelled in those two other ways there. I'm using the very anglicized version, Koran, because I don't really understand the way Q's work, so there's that. A follower of Islam is known as a Muslim. This is the second largest religion in terms of followers in the world. It's also monotheistic, and it has two main branches, which are the Sunni branch. The Sunni branch accounts for about 80% or so of all Muslims in the world, and the Shia branch, which accounts for approximately 17% of Muslims in the world. So the other 3% are in other branches. This is Al-Masjid Al-Haram, the great mosque in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, that I've already shown you a picture of before. This is where probably the largest and most important pilgrimage in the world goes to. This is the global distribution of Islam. And notice that it tends to be concentrated in this line that stretches from the northern part of Western Africa, so like Morocco, for example, across North Africa, the Middle East, and then down into Indonesia. You can see that I do not have India circled within this, although arguably, and I think you can make a pretty good argument for this, India is actually the largest Muslim country in the world. It's just that the country itself has a very large population. Muslims maybe account for 300 million of the 1.3 billion people in the country, and the majority of people, of course, are Hindus. Next up, Buddhism. Just going through these. This was founded by Siddhartha Gautama. I've already mentioned him once, in India, about 500 BC. It's polytheistic. Reincarnation plays an important role in Buddhism, just like it does in Hinduism. Now, strictly speaking, followers of Buddhism are supposed to be vegetarians, but because of where Buddhism spread to, vegetarianism is not that important within Buddhism. And there are a lot of overlaps with Hinduism. For example, the gods overlap. This is Bodh Gaya in India, which is where Siddhartha Gautama reached enlightenment under a version of that tree you see on the right-hand side. Enlightenment means that he would no longer have to go through the reincarnation cycle. And this is the global distribution of Buddhism. And you can see that it is concentrated indeed in Asia. You can see that. But of course, in the United States and in Canada, we have a large population of people from South and Southeast and Eastern Asia, and they brought Buddhism with them. And you can see that there's the concentration that I just circled, but there are other places, Australia, New Zealand, France, Portugal, Norway, that have Buddhist populations. Sikhism is next. So this originated in India in the 1500s, and it blends characteristics of Islam and Hinduism. It's monotheistic, which mirrors Islam, but the followers believe in reincarnation, which mirrors Hinduism. And it has a kind of lax attitude towards vegetarianism. I will tell you that when I was in Amritsar, I went into a McDonald's, not because I eat McDonald's really, but when I'm out of the country, I'm kind of curious in unusual places what McDonald's is like. And so I went into a McDonald's there, and it's a completely vegetarian McDonald's. So you cannot get any meat products. This is very, very close to the Golden Temple in Amritsar. But in general, Sikhs are supposed to be vegetarian. If you eat that free meal at the Golden Temple, it is a vegetarian meal. You can see these gentlemen right here. Sikhs, Sikh men, are supposed to wear these distinctive turbans. They put their hair into the turban, so you can see the gentleman in the middle with the orange turban. He has quite a lot of hair. They're not supposed to cut their hair throughout their entire lives, and so the hair gets put up into the turban. The Sikh population is concentrated in the Indian Punjab, which is that area that you see in the blue right there along the Pakistani border. Now, it was difficult to find maps that I liked that were related to Sikhism. So this is the one I'm going to use, and this has to do with the Sikh diaspora, which means people leaving India, because you can see the biggest population in terms of numbers is probably actually in India. But Sikhs have emigrated, they've left India and immigrated into other places. Like, for example, in the United States and Canada, we have significant Sikh populations in both of these countries. But you can see in Australia, in New Zealand, and then throughout Southeast Asia, in Pakistan, well, there's a native population of them in Pakistan. And then you can see in various other places throughout Europe and in some places in Africa. And Sikhs overwhelmingly are migrating for work. You know, they've been persecuted from time to time in India, but mostly they migrate from work. They're incredibly hardworking people. I cannot say enough good things about the Sikhs. They're business people. They work extremely hard, and they're very dedicated. And they are ferociously proud of who they are, as they should be.